Welcome back to our weekly PFA Breakthrough Success Show. Every single week, I get to talk to some of our uprising superstar in our company and how their life and career have the biggest transformation and breakthrough through the PFA opportunity. Today, I am thrilled to have one of the superstar in our company to be on the show. And today, I'm excited to have Song and Jason, both of you being on the show with me today. So thank you for your time.
It's our pleasure to be here.
And I know you guys are extremely busy and you guys rush here to do this interview with me, so I really appreciate your time today. And why don't we go ahead and start off by sharing with the audience, Song and Jason, a little bit about your background and what was your life like before you joined our company, PFA?
Well, Jason and I are both, we follow our parents' advice, the path of we study hard and we get the highest degree that we can ever get, and PhD for him and master's degree for me, and go to engineer a major, and then go to a big company and have a very stable job, and then maybe they hope us we can stay there till we retire. So we went that path for the last, I would say, 20 years. Yeah, so we have a life, maybe most of the Americans will actually like one, and a stable job, 2 kids, 2 dogs, have a house, cars, the typical American dream fulfilled.
Right.
So that was our life before PFA.
With all the achievement that you had with your previous careers, what made you guys want to join a company like PFA?
Yeah, actually, because we are engineers, for me, it's over 20 years.
Yeah.
And actually, we just think we are just like breaking the world, and everyone can replace me because if there is some young guy which got a degree and they just go to our company, and if they got some working experience, I think they can replace me easily. So we are always not in a very secure mode, so because we always have the job risk.
Got you.
We started with looking for product, started with product, and then started the opportunity because of the fear that we always have. Because our job is given by someone else.
Yeah.
So we're not in control of the financial incomes. If you get a raise or not, if you have the job or not, it's not really depending on us. So that fear actually pushed us to looking for opportunity like PFA.
Yep.
Make a lot of sense. Now, you guys wanted to try something a little different. But it's not a little different, it's a lot different, right? Because both of you, your previous background were engineers, all right? And you never done any sales. And in a very short amount of time, I believe you guys only been with our company for 3 years.
Yep.
And you guys just achieved your 5th diamonds,
Yes.
which means the last 12 months, as a couple, you guys made over $500,000 income. And that's a lot of money. That's not a little different in terms of career, and definitely certainly not, it's not a little different when it comes to income. So if I have to ask you, what are some of your success secrets that made someone like both of you who had no sales background, in such a short period of time, you're able to achieve phenomenal success in a company? Would you mind to share with maybe 1 or 2 success secrets that you want to share with our audience today? What would it be?
I would think when we join, we know that we doesn't know anything. We doesn't know how to do sales. We doesn't know how to do financial service. So we actually put us down to the bare ground to try to learn everything that we can. So we actually listen to our CFT, what the CFT told us to do. We listen to our mentor and say, whatever she said, I will do it. And then we keep on challenging ourselves. I think the most is because my husband has a true belief on the product, and then I have the true belief on the people, our mentors, and then that's probably the secret if you said there's any secret.
How about you, Jason, if you have the name another secret?
Yeah, I think because it's only the self-learning. I didn't do any sales job before, but I'm just open-minded to learn anything I need, because I know this is a totally new job. So I know I don't know how to sell, but I think I can just explain this product. That is easy. I just make the thing I'm not good at to be the thing I'm good at. So this is the way I doing things. I know because the engineer is always controversial. It's always not that talking a lot. but we can just we can learn the stuff very quickly. And if this one is reasonable, then we can accept it and we just share it. That's very simple. I don't think it's a secret. It's just our experience. Okay.
Now, what impact has PFA had on both of you since you joined?
I feel like life is totally changed. I mean, time-wise, schedule-wise, actually everything. But the most thing that affect me is he actually talked most of the already is on our job before we're adding value to a company, to a project.
Sure.
Right now, we're adding value to a family, and then the people. Product-wise, we're adding value. We're giving the best protections for them, so we don't have to worry about one day I have to think about how much money I can donate to help this family. And then opportunity-wise, we're helping people growing and then actually have six-figure income, and they never had that before.
Now, how does it make you feel when you see your people also achieving the success you're having? I mean, there's a difference between you individually making six-figure and high six figures, but now this year in 2019, and I'm personally watched you guys grow. Now you're having more people making six figures and getting to your level as well. How does it make you feel? Can you describe that feeling a little bit?
It feels like you have kids and your kids grow up and they are standing on the stage somewhere and then they are shining and you actually feel like you feel happier than yourself on the stage. You know, that feeling, it's more like, you watch them grow.
That is even much happier than we get the six figures the first time. So when they just get the six figures, we are so happy.
Right. So behind every successful couple, there's always challenges. Working together, that's what I'm saying. Can you share with the audience a little bit about the challenging things working towards as a couple, and how did you overcome that, and now you're able to collaborate and still make success together?
You have to communicate a lot. You have to listen. So after the communicate, and we know we have the same goals, so I think we just conquer it easily. Yeah, because we are couples. We are not here to fight each other because to prove I'm right, you are wrong. It's not. We are just to achieve the same goals. So sometimes even I do not agree with my wife. Okay, I will just let her do it. If she is right, it's okay. I just like leverage her. But if she is wrong, okay, I prove I'm right. So anyway, I gain something. So this is the way we just deal with our conflicts. So I think it works, right?
I think the most challenge for us at the beginning is because we never really work in the same company like this before.
Yes.
So it's hard to separate family life versus work life.
That's true.
So you will, when we face some conflicts at work, it's hard to think as a just pure business partner versus I think he as my husband. So your emotion kicks in, and then you will say things that are not very carefully or respectfully, and then it will make it worse. So we've done a lot of that before, and we argue, and then I'm not saying we don't argue right now, but now we actually know our strengths in which field. Maybe his strength is in this field, my strength is in this field. So in that field, maybe my suggestion, my advice will be weighted more importantly over here on the decision. So we kind of did this, and then now it's better because it takes time to adjust.
Got you. Now, how has your life transformed since you joined this company?
I feel like my time freedom or the feeling like I'm not controlling by the work, and I'm actually controlling my time. The work doesn't control my time anymore, because I have a couple of years ago when my grandparents and my grandpa and my grandma passed away, both of the times I wasn't able to make it back to China because of work. Because you have to decide when you want to take off, and then when you take off, maybe it's not the time, So it's really hard. You can't really just say, I'm going to be off for a month or two or whatever to do this, to stay there with them in the last month. So I feel really sad at that time. And even before, when my mom had a big surgery, I wasn't able to go back either. So when I'm full-time in PFA, I started end of last year. And then now I feel like whenever I need to do something for my mom, for my grandparents, for my kids, I can do that. I'm not afraid of losing my job. I'm not afraid of losing a big part of my life to actually make the other part of my life. So that freedom actually gave me a lot of actually secure and happiness that I have that choice now. Yeah, so that's my...
Yeah, because we both are the only child of our parents. So if they need me, we can say, okay, right now we can just buy a ticket and go back to China. So
actually, my parents
we have
are
more
here.
options. We have more options. This is the best thing we love. And also, we used to work just for the money because we have to make livings. We have to feed our child. But right now, we feel like we really love this career, this PFA job. We really can help people. So this is the thing we like. You just talked about our numbers is growing fast this year. That is because we're working very hard. Yes, both of us are working very, very hard.
Now, you guys have achieved something pretty magnificent in a very short amount of time with PFA. You guys have achieved, obviously, top 1% income in America, over $500,000 now, and your team is growing this year big time. What is next for both of you?
We were just talking about that last night.
Yeah, yes, we just because right now we have several managers, we call it QFD, and they achieve six-figure incomes. We always think about after they achieve the six-figure incomes, they're just running their own base shop. We need the next generation leaders. So this is the reason we just go to just recruit more people and to find the right person for us to build.
So any last piece of advice for our audience today? If there's the last message from both of you, what would you say to the audience?
I would say never set limitations, because we used to set limitations for ourselves. I feel like, okay, we're not people person, so I choose computer science as a major. But that limitation actually stopped us from actually growing in any other field for more than 20 years. So I would say don't ever set limitations of what you can do and what you cannot do. And there's always some potential in yourself that you don't even know yet. So yeah, be afraid to try something that's totally new and totally you're not comfortable with.
Jason?
And I would say do not prejudge. I used to make a mistake because there is one of my team member who just a new immigrant in USA 2 years ago, no English, and do not know how to drive. And everybody think she cannot make it.
Sure.
But she make it right now. She is our PFD right now. Right. And I think she's fighting for her Europe trip. So because the people like us, we all sometimes we have our egos. These egos I think the worst thing is just make us prejudge people. So if you're doing some business, do not prejudge and put aside your ego and then learn from the scratch. Because if this business for us, this business is totally new area. So this is what we have trying to improve ourselves. So this is what I would just give the advice to anyone who just listen to our video is just do not prejudge and put aside the ego.
Well, I want to say congratulations, both of your success, and more success coming your way. And our company, Premier Financial Alliance, we are very blessed to have leaders like you who's committed to the crusade. And more importantly, it's also learning how to and knowing how to handle your success very gently. I'm hearing that from you, right? I'm hearing that from your words. Not only I'm hearing your words, but I feel your heart that you're able to handle success very well. And I have met and mentored many in my life. And I think one of the biggest challenge for a lot of people is that when they are not making money, it's already difficult. But when they're actually making big money, many that I saw is because they don't know how to handle success the right way. But I am getting the feeling, and I'm watching both of you grew tremendously in the company, and I felt that you're very humble people. And that's what I respect the most about a couple like you. Besides your success, besides all the achievement you're having, And I love the humbleness that's projecting from your heart to me today and also throughout the last 3 years. So I want to wish both of you continue to succeed with PFA and continue to build bigger and bigger organizations through this amazing PFA platform. And thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate your time. I enjoyed the talk so much. You made this interview very easy for me.
Thank you
so
Jack.
much.
Thank you.
Okay, guys.